Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I am here to give you my What's Up Wednesday video, and since our new catalog started yesterday, May 5th, I thought I would do a little walkthrough with it and explain how this catalog is set up. It's a little bit different than what we've ever had before, and I just want you to know the layout of it so you don't get frustrated when you look at it. It's a really good catalog, has a lot of good stuff in it, and I just want you to be able to see it. I also have the May online exclusives, if you haven't seen all that I can show you and elaborate on that a little bit too. So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to kind of see this stuff, and I know you're probably tired of seeing it, but you know, all of us present different and all of that. So, I just want to give you my take on all of it. So I did forget to turn my lights on, so I don't know how the catalog's going to look, and so I'm going to turn my camera down. I got a couple little things to tell you about what's going on this month, and then we'll dive into that catalog, okay? So I'm going to turn that around. Sure I am. There we go. Let's go down and me see what the catalog's going to look like. Let's turn a light on. See if we can get this up. This one's always hard. Always hard. I got so many lights in here. It's crazy. You'd think I was in a big studio or something, but no, it's just me. Just me. Now I am going to make sure of how you guys are seeing this. See what I want to do with my camera. There we go. Now hopefully we won't get any back sound from the computer. So what I want to tell you first is this is our new product of the month for May. It is actually vellum. There's 4 different sheets. You get 3 of each one of these for $5 when you spend $75, which with a new catalog, that's not really that hard. So that is that. And if you want to write the product number down, it's 167985, but it should pop up when you do your order online. And another thing is the starter kit. And if anybody would like to join Stampin' Up, I would love to have you on my team. The starter kit is offering the regular $99. You get $125 worth of product that you get to pick out. But you will also get all 5 of the new in colors. So that kind of brings your total up. Now, if you placed an order today and you ordered some of the in colors, you could instead pick out an extra $35 worth of merchandise. So it would give you $160 for $99. So that's a good deal. And if they happen to be out of one of the colors, they'll send you all the colors but that one, and then as soon as it comes in, they will send it to you. Because I don't know how all of the ordering went today on if they've ran out. I didn't check any of that today. This afternoon, I was too busy doing some other stuff, so I did not do that. So I did want to tell you about those 2 things. And now I'll move that out of our way. And here is our new catalog. And as you see, I've got everything kind of lined up with some little sticky notes. But anyway, the catalog is only like 85 pages, 87 pages. It's 87 pages, and that's about what all the catalogs are going to run. Now, there'll be 3 a year. They'll all be downsized a little bit. Because they're going to keep bringing out new merchandise instead of one catalog, the merchandise staying out the whole year. because they have found out that as the new catalogs come out, and that will be the holiday, the fall and winter, excuse me, the fall and winter catalog, when it comes out, people kind of quit buying from the annual because they're wanting the new stuff. And then right after that comes out in January, we have the spring catalog. And so, you know, the annual catalog kind of gets set back. There are three products as far as stamp sets that will carry on all year long out of this catalog for sure. And then if things carry over. I'm going to have a yawning night tonight. I haven't had that for a while. But anyway, so here's what we do when we start out in the catalog. When you open up our catalog, this is just pictures, and it'll tell you we have a new basic black hybrid ink pad here. Floral 3D embossing power. It's just showing you some new stuff that we have right here. Our shimmer brushes, those only come in the new ink colors. But when you come over to this page, it shows you our first 15 pages are ways to craft step by step. It's for people that are new, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And then this says Shop by Sweet Collections Bundles, and it's got everything listed on how we shop by. But I have to tell you stuff about that. And then we have our icons. If you see the pink one with the N, that's new product. And you'll see the EN or the FR emblem with the stamps in that. That means the products, if they're available in English and French or in both. Then we have a QR code. You can scan that on your phone for more information when you see that next to something. We have a green. It's a suite. The products marked with this icon either coordinates with or also available in a suite collection. And then we have the same thing for a bundle, which is the hydrangea hue color. Okay, so we'll be able to see this. And this just tells about joining and earning our rewards program. Our angel policy, the Crafted with Care, it's a new stamp set. It is really, really cute. It's got some images in it and different things that it says. That's really, really cute. That's on page 53, and I'll just go there and show it to you just real quick in the catalog. I have it, but I don't want to have to get it. It's right here. It says Happy Mail, Good Vibes, Sunshine. Then it's got the Stampin' Up! Logos, and enjoy this inky creation. There's a place where you can write your name, and this says Inked with Love. And then there's different little things you can stamp with that. And it is a $19 set. So that's what we have. This is what it's telling you. And the heart is in our promise to love what we do and share what we love as we help others enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments. In this, we make a difference. That's our statement of the heart. And then we get over here, and it just talks about the product of the month, Paper Pumpkin, Shelley, who is a co-founder and board chair of the Stampin' Up!, who is also Shelley's mother. She's just naming her products that some of her favorites. Here's where we can order our grid paper. It's also in the back of the catalog. Paper Pumpkin, I'm really urging people to get that. It's a quick way to craft. Those kids have came such a long way. In fact, I think when I get my next month kit, I'm going to do a video on that. So anyway, we have that, and then this talks about some of our kits that you can get. So, and then some of our new papers. Or actually, those are scrapbooking kits, and those are our regular kits. Had that wrong. And this is if you are new, things to start with. And this just has general ideas of different things product you'll need to start with, things you can start with where you don't have to buy much, and embellishments you can add. Just a good way if somebody's new saying, you might want to look at this. And then this is just the quick and easy way to put things together. Talks about the different ephemera packs. I couldn't get that out for a minute. And some stamp sets. And it goes on. This is the last page of all that. It just shows different ideas of the collections of the like the Scenic Coast. These are different collections and stuff. So then we're going to get into our suites. And this is all of the suites are going to be together. So like this is the first one, Bloom Boutique. This page, the first page, will show you everything that is in the suite, but it also will give you the individual numbers if you don't want everything, and it'll tell you what page to look at that on, okay? So we'll see this like this with all the product so that you can order extra. Now, if you didn't know about a suite, where you get that discount on the suite is when you, the bundles that are in there. When you order the paper net, that all stays the same price. So, you know, you don't have to order the bundle, the whole suite. If you just want this without the paper, you can do this. If you just want paper and that without the stamps, you can do that. So this is just showing us our suites. This is Bloom Boutique. And then this is the scrapbooking kit that goes along with it, the Heirloom Boutique. So it's just showing each one. This is Waterside Retreat, which is a great, great stamp set. There again, you have all the product here listed individually, but the suite price is up here. It tells you what colors go with the papers that are in the suite that you can use. Valley and Bloom. I meant to order that set for something I'm going to be doing, and I forgot to order it. Now I got to order it again. So Valley and Bloom, here's like all the information for the extra stuff. There's your colors, and that's how the sets are done. And then there is a workshop kit for scrapbooking. Here's the Scenic Coast. It's like I told you before, this with the papers that matches. And then we have Beautiful Ordinary Life, which I love the papers here. Their product and listed separately, and their colors. And then their scrapbooking kit that you can get that will coordinate with all of this. We have Velvet Meadow. This paper is so cool. Not all of it, but like on this one, the dark pink part is velvet, and you can feel it, and it stands up. And all the different papers have different parts of it that feel like velvet. It's really, really pretty and real elegant. And then we have Moonlit Flora, which I absolutely love. So we have the suite, the embellishments, the papers. There's the suite number, there's the colors, and so on and so forth with this. So that is the end of the suites. That's all the suites that we carry in here. Now we get into bundles. Now let me show you something on here. It's all going to tell you if they're new. You see the little N. But over here you're going to see like Lily of the Valley we just saw. It's going to have the suite tag over here. That means that this is also in a suite back here. So, you know, you want to make sure you're going to go, oh, I like that. Oh, it's in the suite. Let me go look at that. Let me make sure I didn't order it or whatever. So these are marked suites, okay, when they are in a suite. The N is meaning that they are new. You save 10% on your bundles. So we're going to go through here, and this is all the bundles, and it will tell you, like, these are all in suites. These are not. These are just regular bundles all by themselves. The balloon festoon is going to be one that's going to be staying throughout the year. That and, oh, was it over here? I don't think so. Might be over here. But anyway, these are showing that they're all in the suite. Words and Wishes is going to be another one that's going to be staying all year. Now, like these, they don't say new. They have been carried over from either the other catalog or an online exclusive and been put in the catalog. Okay, like Banner Sayings, Words of Beauty. And there's quite a few of those if you really look into here. And here's the last of those sets. I think it's Bloom Boutique is the suite that's staying, that's back here. If I can find it. But that's going to be, it's this one, Bloom Boutique. That will be staying all year also. So we got that. Here is my torn up page. So now let's turn the page. This talks about our new stamp positioner here. Then we're going to turn this, and this is stamp sets. Now I'm going to show you something a little bit different here. This one tells you that it's in a bundle. So it's called Exciting Times, so you'd want to see what bundle. It doesn't tell you what page, but you can go back to the bundles, look for Exciting Times, and see what stamp set it is bundled with. But all of these are new, standalone stamp sets if they don't stay bundles. And then you're going to get one like the Scallop Blooms. It's going to say suite and bundle. So that means it's in a suite and it's also got a bundle with it. You know, so, and like Boutique Blossom says that. Flowering Meadow, there's going to be several that say that. And then they're going to be saying if they're bundles. And that way you'll know that you didn't miss, like you ordered the stamp set, but you didn't know it was bundled with something, so on and so forth like that, which I think is a great idea. But it can be a little confusing because you can have stuff in 3 places, which means I guess you won't miss something. But anyway, that's what all of these are for. There's a lot of standalones. And that, so we have all of that in here. And then when we come into here, we've got, starting here, is all of our dies that we carry. They will also tell you if they're in a suite or a bundle, suite and bundle, or just a bundle, or if they are standalone like this one. And as you'll notice that we have several in here that have been carried over, like the Party Banners, the Party Alphabet, the Perennial Postage, Nature Symphony, Words of Beauty, Gears and Textures. So we have quite a few that has come over. Spotlight on Nature, Stylish Shape, Everyday Arches, Nested Essentials. All of those have came over. So you might have quite a few dies that you didn't think about. But, you know, watch and see if it says suite and bundle or just bundle in that when you're ordering, to make sure that if you want both, you get both. Then we go on to, now this is, looks like the sad part. This is embossing folder and punches. These are our only 2 embossing folders in the catalog, okay? And this hybrid one, okay? These are the only punches in the catalog. But remember, we have stuff that's gone online, and so look for your embossing folders and stuff online also, or punches. So, but we do have all the circle punches listed here. This punch tells you it's in a bundle. Those 2 are in bundles. These are in suites. So just take a look at that. This, and these have all been in the catalogs before. These are the only 2 new punches. Okay. Then we're going to get into our designer series paper. And it will also, too, tell you if you're in a suite or not. My cat tore my thing. She was trying to jump up on my desk and she tore my catalog. But oh well, that's okay. So anyway, these are the papers. And it will tell you if they're in a suite. They won't tell you because there's papers on in a bundle. So it'll just tell you if it's in a suite or if it's standalone. You'll notice that papers, a lot of the papers have gone up. I did not mark this section because it's got all kinds of stuff in it. We have our envelopes, we have our window boxes, we have our thick cardstocks, the silver, the gold, window sheets, watercolor paper, anything to do with paper and product is right here. There's some two-tone cardstocks here. These are now the settles. They now come in, or each of our what do I want to call them? Each of our categories, like the regals, the settles, the neutrals, whatever. They now come 12 by 12. It's $19, and you get 12 sheets, 2 of each double-sided paper, which you're going to get more paper out of it than you did with the 6 by 6. I know it's gone up a little bit, but you're going to get a lot more paper out of it. So these are the regular, all of the end colors. These are called Luxe White. They have like a white on white, 6 sheets, 2 each of 3 double-sided designs. So we have that. That is actually in a suite. And these are our, all this goes into our mix and match and ephemera packs and stuff here. They do have a paper out now that matches our mix and match designs. So you there's a paper pack for that. Here's our memory keeping stuff. We now have our 6 by 8. That's the album we've always carried. And we've always just had the variety pack of the pages, the pocket pages. We now have the regular memory protectors that you can put a whole page down in. We have our flip flaps, which are really neat to use. Here's our white gel pens. They write wonderful. And our black journaling pens. And there's our new hybrid Stampin' ink pad. It's the basic black hybrid. I used that in my video today. Here is all of our embellishments. Here's our ribbon. And then we have some twine. So there's embellishments. There's all of our sticky stuff, adhesives. If it sticks, it's on this page. We have the glues, we have the dimensionals, the adhesive strips, adhesive sheets, tear and tape. So, and another thing, this will tell you, these all have little icons over here. So, like this one tells you it's good on cardstock and paper, ribbon, embellishments, and die cuts. You know, the mini glue will tell you. The little multi-purpose, the fine tip glue says it's just good on embellishments and die cuts. Then, you know, we have just the little icons that tells you what that's for to help you decide what kind of adhesive you need. Here's tools, the paper trimmer, the score pal, or scoring tool actually. The new impression, the colors of the end colors are in there, and our watercolor pencils. And here is just pages showing you some of the different things. If you forgot it back there, or this is all in colors telling you all what comes in the different in colors, like the assorted cardstock, the stamp pad bundle, the 12 by 12 paper stack, the pearlized paper, the butterflies, the dots, those are embellishments. And then we come in here, and here's our cardstock and stuff, each by category. And right here, it tells you what each of these mean. This one is cardstock, 8.5 by 11, 12 by 12, ink pad, stamp and refill, and the Stampin' Blends. And it goes all the way through for each category of what is in there. Okay? And then we come back to here. This is like our basics, our white, vanilla, basic black, crumb cake. Those have gone into just basics as far as instead of in the neutrals, you know, the black, and that is not in there. Crumb cake shows there, but it also shows in the basics. So that is that stuff there. And then you can order everything by a collection, and here's the collection. The cardstock assortments, the bundles of pads, the Stampin' Ink refill bundles, and then your ink colors. This is an index, and it's all done by all the dies, all the embellishments, everything like that. The papers you can take, I take a Sharpie and I highlight what I have. And that way when I come back here, I can kind of look and see, oh, I already have that. I can make sure if I need, if it's a, say it's something like, I don't know, blender pens or something like that. And I thought, well, I have them. Let me make sure they're still good, because sometimes they dry out or whatever. And if I see I have silicone craft sheet, I don't have all my stuff marked in here yet. But if I see that I have that marked and I haven't seen it, I know that I should go and look for it to find it instead of being lazy and buying a new one. So that is our catalog and how you look at it, okay? Even back here, it's going to tell you where like the ribbon is, the tools and stuff like that. So you have lots of, you have this telling you pages of groups. You have your index that's specific to whatever the name of the die, the punch, the stamp set is. And then you also have all of this by category. So you should be able to find stuff by looking in those three places if you forgot. Or you can do what I did. I took these little strips of sticky notes and I just marked sweets, bundles, stamp sets, dies, and just went on and on, so I can just, you know, flip to what I need and do it that way. So that's my catalog. That's falling apart already because the cat's tore the pages. The page fell out of it and all that good stuff. Here's our May online exclusives, and let me say the hottest thing in this is Winnie the Pooh. This is called Silly Old Bear Sweet. It's only sold in the United States. Canada and the other countries do not have this. So it's exclusive to us. It is so darn cute in person. But you can get it as a sweet. You can just get the bundles are down here, or you can get the papers, the embossing folder, and the stamp set. Let's look at nothing. Well, there's stamp set in here too. But it's got Eeyore, it's got Tigger, it's got all of them. It's just cute. And Piglet's in here. Just really cute. So that's my online exclusive. Here they are again. This is showing them. You can buy them individually. You can buy them as a bundle. And that's how this is laid out to see. This is called the Ouch Bundle. It's Band-Aids. It's cute. They don't have much in it. Let me tell you that. This is just our little relax bundle. It's really cute. I just did a card at that at a Stampin' Up thing I just went to. And then here are the things that are by shows. These are the stamp sets by themselves here. Thoughtful Octopus, you guys have seen me use that. It is so cute. But there's some little bit different ones back here. So that is all of the online exclusives. As far as what May is that they came out, I would suggest you check online exclusives and see what may have been added to it out of the old catalog. I haven't done that yet. So let me turn the camera back up. So it looks like I'm about to die. Oh my goodness, I forgot to plug my phone in. And it wasn't at a good state a minute ago. So let me plug it in before I die. There we go. So anyway, there's the walk through the catalog. I hope you enjoyed it because that was really a big breakdown. That's something that I've really never done before as far as break down the whole catalog like that. But I thought this was a good place to do that and let you see how it is set up and how things can be in 3 different places, 2 different places, whatever. But it will tell you, you know, in each place if it's in a suite or a bundle or whatever, so that you can make sure that you know that when you're looking at things. And I think that's because sometimes that stuff had been missed. So please take all that into consideration. If you do not have a catalog and you want one, please let me know. You can let me know in the comments of this video. I do have catalogs I can send out. You can let me know through Messenger. That's a good way to do it. And if you happen to have like my business card or anything with my phone number on it, you can text me. So, you know, there's lots of ways, because I'd really like to get a catalog in your hands because it's really a good catalog. And I'm visual. I like to look at a catalog. I don't mind online, but there's something about looking at the pictures in the catalog that just makes it look different to me. So, could be because I'm old, but, you know, that's just the way it goes. You know, when you're old and set in your ways, you just like, you know, we're used to catalogs. Remember all that back in the day? The Sears and Roebuck catalog, the JCPenney holiday catalog, and all that kind of stuff we used to always get. That was always fun stuff to look at. You don't see those around anymore, do you? Okay, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. I plan on having a wonderful Wednesday. I plan on having a wonderful every day. But tomorrow being Wednesday, I want a wonderful Wednesday, even though I'm going to be working the food pantry in the morning. And then I really have to work on my class stuff for next week. I am being so lazy. It's not funny. But I wanted to get this out to you, so this was important. So I'm done with that. Have a great day. Be creative when you can. And also, I'm going to ask this. Forward my, or ask people to join like my Stamp Crazy VIP or my business page. I want to try to get those numbers up, and my YouTube videos. You know, I need to start doing reels and shorts and stuff like that. I haven't done that. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. I know I have them out for my videos and stuff, but I need those little quick 1-minute things. So anyway, I will let you guys go, and you have a wonderful day, wonderful week. Remember, I'll be back on Saturday with my Simply Saturday. Okay? Have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye.